Today's horoscope from Astrocademy Libra May 9, 2022. Do you need a change of pace? If things are beginning to feel boring and you are experiencing apathy, chances are a change is needed. Everyone needs this from time to time. All you have to do is figure out what to shift. If you are home most of the time, changing the furniture around can make home care seem easier and new. Add a new picture there or at the office, or consider some fresh flowers. If you can, switch time frames around some. Today, trust could be an issue. Someone in your close entourage could be questioning the sincerity and founding of your actions, and you, theirs. If this concerns a romantic partner, you will want to take a breather, especially if you are considering making any kind of commitment to one another. Remember that such doubts are often a necessary phase in the process of growing closer together, and give it some time. Other people may be just as indecisive as you are, so looking to others for support and advice will do you little good. Pay attention to all the details today, and work on making things secure from the ground up. By going through this process, you will inevitably find the answer to the questions you started out with. Pretty soon you will find that those who are indecisive end up following your lead for a change. There is a sober feeling to the day, which may leave you feeling a bit down today. There may not be any specific instance or situation that is causing you to feel this way, so don't sweat it. Focus on getting your financial projects done. Today is not the best day to look for sympathy from others. Crank your stereo up as loud as you can and indulge in a scrumptious meal. It will be hard interacting with people today. You overreact to the smallest things and feel completely misunderstood. It would do you good to take a step back, clear your thoughts, and start tackling the arguments in a calmer way. That gigantic heart of yours comes in handy when a friend needs a lot from you. It's not the best time, but it never is, right? Just open up and let them take whatever they need from you. If the response you get from prospective dates is not always positive, consider how your approach might be improved. You may want to ask what you could change about yourself. Becoming more self-aware can help you understand what to change, or at least help you appreciate another's point of view or not. Some books that you find fascinating are probably changing your life in a subtle, or perhaps not so subtle way. These books may involve new lifestyles, or ancient mysteries that are coming to light, or new scientific discoveries. Whatever they are, this isn't likely to be just a passing interest. What you're learning could well become a part of your very being. You'll want to read every book and catch every documentary on TV that concerns the subject. Learn and enjoy. Don't be surprised if your need for freedom doesn't rise above everything else today. With the presence of a vibration in the air, you are sure to feel most interested in having fun doing your own thing. This doesn't always match up well with your professional demands, especially if you're required to follow a strict schedule. Working from home isn't always relaxing. So take care that you don't act out with the powers that be, as this may bring unwanted consequences. Make plans for something fun later to help you get through the routine. A little introspection is good for the soul. Today you will feel like looking back on your life, reflecting on where you have been in order to better see where you are now, as well as where you are headed. Something specific may trigger this wander down memory lane. Perhaps you hear an old song on the radio that brings you back to your high school prom. Now, if only you could make yourself forget about that powder blue tuxedo. Thanks to an eclipsing new moon in your career sector last weekend, and then the sun's friendly aspect to Uranus here over the last few days, this allows you to move into his final 2 weeks here with a lot more awareness and confidence. Yet this has not only opened your mind to different possibilities, there are signs that there is still more to discover, taking away any urgency. While Mercury will retrograde back in later in the month, it will be after the sun leaves, making it important to keep your mind and your options open. The moon's return to Leo today is not just a chance to check in, but over the next few days will give the spirit of romance and adventure a boost while putting just enough pressure on your relationships to get your attention. The latter is a given with these monthly visits, but just days after Venus, the planet of love return to an adventurous part of your chart. This will amplify her influence. Our eyes in the sky. These vibes are great for starting new projects and reconnecting with your motivation, so be sure to chip away at any projects you've been meaning to work on. A helpful connection to the nodes of fate can help you see the path ahead, but you'll need to remember and learn from the mistakes of your past. Dreaming big suits you well right now because the universe is conspiring to open doors for you in this cosmic climate. Just remember that you'll need to responsibly follow through on any goals you dream up now, because Aries energy has a reputation for jumping from goal to goal before reaching the finish line. While there is an overall cheeriness to the day, you'll want to be on guard and watch out for short tempers in both you and others, because the Leo moon can sometimes erode our threshold for patience. A harsh aspect between Venus and the healing asteroid Chiron may exacerbate this sentiment, especially if you've been slacking on your self-care lately. As the day comes to a close, Luna shares a soft and helpful aspect with structure-loving Saturn. Set aside some time to outline your ambitions so you can break the big picture down into smaller steps. At this time, we have renewed energy to kickstart projects dreamt up while the moon was in imaginative Cancer, but we can also make more work for ourselves by rushing through tasks or running roughshod over people who get in our way. While we can trust our head to steer us in the correct direction, we should aim to be heart-centered in our approach. The next 2 days are an excellent time for starting things, but not for seeing them through if they require extensive planning or patience. This transit presents a conflict between two fundamental human instincts, self-preservation and the reflex to protect those we care about. We believe others must submit to us so we can help them. If they refuse our help, we lose our purpose, so we interpret this as defiance, an insult, or a threat. If someone does permit us to assist them, we will make sure they don't forget it. Reminders of how giving and generous we are subtly imply that we are owed a debt of gratitude, which inevitably breeds resentment, making the other party wish they hadn't asked in the first place. We should monitor our actions closely today. Self-reflection is the only way to determine whether we are out of line or overstepping another's boundaries.